Okay, we talked about emotional health.
Yeah.
Well, can you describe some characteristics of what it looks like to be emotionally healthy?
Oh,
That is a really good question. Well, I think some of what we talked about, like being more regulated, and again, that doesn't mean you don't feel, all right? Telos is a big word. It's the direction we're moving in, okay? And so I like to think about emotions as being redemptive or not redemptive. Are they moving us towards good or are they not? If you think about the deeds of the flesh, quarreling, outbursts of anger, selfish ambition, division. Obviously, that's not a movement towards good.
right.
All right. Fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, and self-control. So let's take anger, for example. Most people, because they're taught the scriptures wrongly, think anger is wrong and something we're supposed to rush through. All right? Because they read the passage in Ephesians 4 that says, don't let the sun go down in your anger. Well, that is actually a paraphrase of Psalm 4:4. And you know what Psalm 4:4 says? On your beds, think about your anger overnight.
Really?
It is an admonition to process your anger. It is not an admonition to rush through your anger. So, and actually Ephesians, the first 3 chapters are this beautiful theology. The next 4 chapters are, if you believe this stuff, here's how you're going to live it out.
Yeah.
So we come down to the verse right before about being angry. It's speak the truth to one another in love. Don't be indifferent to what's right and wrong, another version.
Right.
What it's saying is truth matters.
Right.
So if truth matters, it's going to bring forth some anger.
Oh, yeah.
So have anger, but don't sin in it. What you need to do is then process your anger, bring it to the Lord, help Him, the way we talked earlier, transform it,
Right.
so that you're letting go the anger that's vengeance and not good, but you're hanging on to the anger that is good. Good
Yeah.
anger is the telos, the direction of good anger is to do justice.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
And it's strength. So a simple way to think about it, we talked about the marriage relationship. Do you get angry at your spouse or do you get angry for your spouse? A lot of times when your spouse is struggling with something that is something they struggle with regularly, it's an issue. You're getting angry. You're not angry at them. You're angry that the evil one has tied them up again.
Yeah.
So use your anger for them,
Yes.
not at them.
Right.
So the telos of that anger is for good. So emotional health is someone whose emotion, in motion, the motion that moves them, is towards good. So a good way to become emotionally healthy, again, is part of what we talked about. Are you living in community where you get feedback all the
Right.
time? We have this good desire, we say it, and it goes through our fleshly nature. And I'll say our intentions are like clean oil. They go through a dirty filter, our fleshly nature, and they come out mixed.
Yeah.
And we have a hard time hearing the bad part.
Right.
But if we hear the bad part and we sorrow the bad part, then the good part grows, all right? It was so hard for me for years to listen to the pain my wife was suffering by living with me, okay? It wasn't all that. Sometimes it felt like that. But what changed my anger, my jealousy, even my joy, was seeing how what I intended is often not what came across,
Yeah.
right? And so I became more emotionally healthy as the telos, the direction of my emotion changed, being more for others and more with others, not for me or not separating me from others.
Yeah. It's really good.